This is the average human. Researchers at, oh great, DuPont, like the evil Teflon company, whatever, combined over 7,000 faces to determine roughly what it would look like if you averaged out the features of all 8 billion people on Earth. And this is what they came up with. Really? That's it? We can do so much better. First things first, I'm going to blatantly steal their face. I did my own background research and scientific inquiry and came to the same results. But I just figured to save time, I might as well just use theirs. Now, the average body weight, including children, women, cripples, old people, schizophrenics, is about 137 pounds. If you weigh less than 137 pounds, you scientifically are fat. Now, the average human height is about 5'3", which means the average human body is basically just this dude. So we're just gonna use his body. Now, determining the average number of kids gets a little tricky because most metrics use the average number of kids per adult, but we're counting kids here because we're all inclusive and on the Entropy YouTube channel. And the problem is that for every kid you have, that affects the total. Like, if one guy has one kid, then there's now 2 guys, so the average number of kids per guy is a half. Actually, it's not as complicated as I made it seem. In this situation, every kid just counts as half a kid, so you just have to divide the total number by half. And since the average person has 1.15 kids, 1.15 divided by 2 is 0.575 kid per guy. Now, the average person has about a $60,000 net worth. Average as in mean, of course. Median is much, much lower because of late stage capitalism. I couldn't find a free transparent PNG of $10,000, so we're just gonna use this 100% legitimate Dwight D. Eisenhower $10,000 bill I found. Oh yeah, I almost totally forgot to name our guy. Completely slipped my mind. Well, the most common first name in the world is Muhammad, and the most common last name is Wang. So our guy is gonna be John Smith. Now, the most common dog breed in the world is the Labrador Retriever, and the average person has about 0.11 of them. Now, 90% of people are right-handed, but if we're talking about the mean, technically that would mean that the average person uses their right hand 90% of the time, and their left hand 10% of the time. The average person has 0.7 smartphones, which is basically just the equivalent of having an iPhone.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Apple diss, where my Apple haters at, am I right? The most popular smartphone brand in the world is Apple. Now, only about 13% of the world speaks English, and 11% speaks Chinese, and 7% speaks Hindi, and 6% speaks Spanish, and 5% speaks Arabic, and 3%. So basically, John knows a little bit of every single language in the world, but he's not fluent in any of them. The average human also eats about 117 pounds of rice per year, and the average person gets about 7 hours of sleep per night. He also has exactly 1.3 gallons of liquid blood. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to say here. I'll probably make a sequel if enough of you guys like it, or if I get bored one day and decide, hey, let's make a sequel. So yeah, like it or hate it, this is you. This is all you will ever be. Statistically speaking, you are John Smith.